All right, hey, how you doing? Welcome to Creative Writing, the novel courses. I am Jeff. I will be the teacher this semester. This is spring 2016. You are probably in one of three courses, either CRW 272, 273, or 274. Some of you are probably just starting your novel, or maybe you haven't even started it yet. Others have. You're probably halfway through, or you've written a couple chapters, and then there's going to be a few of you that have already completed a draft of your novel, and you're just looking to revise it, get some feedback, and move on in the process. No matter where you are on that spectrum, we're going to try to find a way to help you in here, and we're going to try to find a way to get you to progress so that you feel like you've accomplished something over the next couple of months. If you're on this page, this is right now the home page of our Canvas course. This is where we're going to do pretty much all of our work and all of our communication. Later in the semester I might adjust the home screen to look a little differently, but for right now we have the opening page of the syllabus, which you should read, and you need to read through for this first week. On the home page you can see my name and my contact information, you can see the required textbook, and you can see some links to additional sections. Read these additional sections. They all contain very important information that you're going to need to be able to succeed in this class. So make sure you read through every one of these. For instance, policies and requirements is going to list all of the different rules there are for this course, such as how to make sure that you're getting credit for attending. I know that's kind of odd in an online class. There is still an attendance requirement. There's also going to be info, for instance, about late work. There's going to be information about the different types of assignments, like writing exercises, workshop critiques, and novel excerpts, which you're going to be expected to complete. So go through that page. There's a lot of writing in there, but you can breeze through it. I'm sure you'll be fine. Other things to pay attention to, the distribution scale here talks about how you're going to get the points that you want to get, what grade you're going to get, etc. The book list is a list of 20 novels, of which you need to pick one to read and then write a small analytical paper on. What you're going to be doing is you're reading this not so much for entertainment, but more through the eye of somebody looking to learn how to write a novel, break down how somebody else has written a novel so that you can maybe try to re-implement some of the techniques that you've observed. Throughout the semester, what I'll do is I'm going to space out the due dates of each one of these collection reports, and then we're going to take your little analysis and we're going to repost it on Canvas so everyone can read. And so maybe if you don't pick A Visit from the Goonsgod from Jennifer Egan and somebody else does, you can read what they had to say, and maybe that might make you more interested in reading Egan's work. So that's how that's going to work. If you see something on here you like, by the end of week 2 we're going to do all our book selections by then, and I'll develop that schedule so you know when you're due. If you don't see anything you like, you can always contact me and ask if you can read something that's not on the list. That's fine. Just let me know what it is, and I'll take a look at it. I might not say yes. Most of the time I do say yes, but I do reserve the right to say no if I don't think it's really going to fit with what you're doing. I do encourage you, though, to try to pick something from this list, especially if it's something that you've not heard of before or if it's something that you're not too familiar with, because sometimes reading outside of your particular comfort zone can actually help you. All right, other things that you need to pay attention to on Canvas is the modules page. The modules page is probably the most important page that you can go to on this Canvas section. And that's because it's going to list pretty much everything that you're ever going to have to do. This class is broken up into modules. There's going to be roughly 5 modules, I want to say. Right now you have access to 2. There's the important links module, which is just going to contain permanently a lot of different links to important sections on Canvas or something like that. So there's a couple extra credit assignments, there's the book list again, there's some tips for succeeding in this class if you've never taken an online course or never taken a course with me or creative writing course, all that kind of stuff. You can read through that page and find some advice. The pre-workshop phase is essentially the first 3 weeks of the class. Actually 3 to 5 weeks. It really depends on what our enrollment's going to look like once the class begins. But it's going to be all of the work that we do before we start taking in novel excerpts and workshopping your novels. So this usually is going to take roughly a month, give or take. So the first week is all set up. Every week I will try to put up one of these objectives/schedules pages where you can kind of go into this and you can get a look at what are we trying to accomplish this week, when is stuff due. Most stuff is either going to be due on Wednesday or Sunday of a week. 11:59 p.m. is considered the due date for that day, so syllabus and additional sections and the obligatory introductions post, you should have that completed by Wednesday at 11:59 p.m., whereas the syllabus review and the character inventory should be due by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. And that's essentially going to be the mantra: Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday. I suggest making sure you log in a couple times every week to Canvas. At the very least, you're logging in on Wednesdays and Sundays to check to see if there's something you should have done for that day. Also on the modules page, you'll see that I've set stuff up for this week, so go ahead and start work on that. The due dates for the introductions post is January 20th. It's where you're just on a discussion forum, just saying hello to everybody, answering a few questions, that kind of thing. The syllabus review and the character inventory, this is hopefully going to get you kind of in a place where you can feel comfortable starting a novel, or it's going to get you to re-examine a character that maybe you've already used in a novel that you've been writing. All of that is due within the first week of class. So go through this, look around. I will warn you though that things are going to change. I'm still tinkering with the class a bit, and I have a tendency to build the class somewhat as we go. I have a lot of things I want to do, a lot of ideas in place, but I have to tinker depending upon the needs of our group. If we have too many people, I got to shrink things. If we have only a handful of people, there's a lot more we can do. It really depends. So I'm going to tailor this class as best I can to what you all want, what you all need, what seems to be working for everybody. So if you have any questions, just shoot me an email. I'm Jeff, and I will be happy to help you as best I can. I'm looking forward to working with you, and I hope your first week goes smoothly.